Welcome to my channel and welcome to your new cooking class. My name is Alicia and today's video is going to be about what you need to know before you become a pescatarian. Now, what is a pescatarian if you don't know? A pescatarian is basically a vegetarian that eats seafood. Simple as that. Yes, you can eat eggs. Yes, you can drink milk. Yes, you can, consume animal products except for poultry and meat. I don't drink milk, like animal milk. I drink oat milk. So I do use heavy cream and I do use butter, things like that. I do use eggs, but that's about it. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat meat, red meat. But yeah, that's what today's video is going to be about. Please make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and interact with me. Leave me a comment, DM me, message me, email me, interact with me. I like interaction. I can answer all the questions you have on Instagram or TikTok or here. I have a Facebook page as well. All my tags are pescatarian genius. So before we get into the video, again, my name is Alicia. I'm a post-culinarian. I went to culinary school briefly, and I did graduate. I'm currently an IT student for cybersecurity, IT management. So yeah, I would consider myself the jack of all trades. I'm Jamaican, so Jamaicans kind of learn how to do everything growing up, just building a house, refurbishing things. I'm pretty sure I can't just build a house, but I know the foundation. I would say I know how to build things. There we go. I am in the LGBT community. I'm married, 3 fur babies, an air sign. I'm gonna let you guys guess what air sign I am. I hate odd numbers. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I was born on an even number, but I don't like odd numbers. If I turn up the volume, I gotta make sure it's not even. Stuff like that. Stuff that I can actually control. Is it a control issue thing? I don't know, but leave me a comment and let me know if you have any of those weird OCD things. Yeah. Let's get into the video. I'm not a professional. I'm not legally licensed to tell you these things, so just take it with a grain of salt. Things you should know or things you should do before you become a pescatarian. Do your research. Don't just sit here and say, okay, well, pescatarian genius say we should go pescatarian. Let me just stop eating red meat, stop eating this. Don't do that. Don't do that. You are going to be miserable. Just don't do that. What you should do is do your research, like fully research, get to know foods, and take your time to transition. So those are 3 points that I have, but you have to take them one step at a time. And that's after, well, we're not going to get into that. So do your research, get to know the foods. For example, like you can't eat all fish all the time. You can't just go around eating fish every single day. Let's say you go get some swordfish, some salmon, any one of those predatory fishes. You can't just go and get them and just cook them every single day. You will get mercury poisoning. Do your research, make sure you know the different fish you're supposed to eat. For example, the ones that has less mercury, and you're less, you have less outcome of getting sick. Fish like scallops, shrimp, prawns, the regular fish you see at the store. You can eat salmon like that, just not like every single day. Fish, I think you should avoid, and you can do your research, and there's a lot of news outlets and things that shows that you're not supposed to eat them, like tilapia, imported catfish. You don't want to eat those because those are not really omega-3 filling. They're fake technically, for not catfish, but like tilapia. It's farmed. And that's another thing. Try to get wild fish, wild caught. When you go to the store, listen, with this diet, you're going to be reading so many labels and you're going to realize, wow, this is what I've been putting in my body. Like, seriously. So when you're going to the store, make sure they say wild caught. The only farmed fish I eat, and where I live, I don't really have a choice. I mean, I have a choice, but I don't at the same time, is the salmon. I know. I left Florida, but it's at Publix, and it's wild. It's not wild caught, so, but I still use it. Get to know the food that you're eating. Get to know the pyramid. Don't just sit here and just eat fish either. Like, even when you go to a sushi restaurant, they tell you not to consume just seafood every day. What I do is I'll eat seafood. I don't really have a schedule of how I do it. I just, like, naturally my body's like, okay, enough. So I'll eat just plant-based carbs, veggies, beans, and things like that. Once you've done your research, once you've gotten to know some foods, you need to go ahead and speak to your doctor. Speak to a primary care. Speak to someone that can tell you if your body is fit for this diet. Each blood type requires a specific diet. So all of this that I'm telling you, I'm not a professional. Do your research. Speak to your doctor before you jump into this diet, because any diet that you start, you have to actually speak to your doctor if you didn't know, because you can always interrupt something in your body. You can be giving your body too much of what it doesn't need and not giving it something that it needs, which takes me into vitamins. Just like how with protein, you're not going to be getting the source of protein that you'll be getting from meat. You have to get that from something else. Not necessarily protein shakes. You don't need protein shakes. Natural food, plants have protein. Don't believe them when they're like, oh, you have to eat meat to get, no. Fish have protein. Tuna has protein. Like, tuna is packed with protein. Veggies, you need to eat a lot of veggies and fruits. And don't make this hard on yourself, take it very slowly. I'll get into that in a second. But vitamins, the vitamins that I take, we take it. It's the multivitamins by Nature Made. Hopefully you can see this. It's the multivitamins by Nature Made. I take them once a day. It has iron in it. It has 23 key nutrients for daily nutritional support. Like B12, you're gonna need B12. Like, that's, if you don't get multivitamins, which I do recommend, is get B12 to start off with. So you can always have that replacement, that supplement from the vitamins that you're missing in the food, so that's that. Now, as I was saying, transition slowly. Don't just jump into it. When I started, I never told you the reason why I became a pescatarian, the benefits and everything. That's another video. But when you're starting, start slow. When I started, it's called a flexitarian. So I used to eat meat and seafood only, but I would eat seafood more. Like, I would eat seafood maybe 3 times a week, and then I'll eat chicken, because I never really was big on red meat. After a while, I just stopped. I know oxtail and everything, but after a while, I just stopped because it doesn't work well with my body. Again, see your doctor, because you need to know how it works with your body. So I was a flexitarian, and what I did was ate seafood or fish 3 times a week, and then chicken twice. And then eventually, your body, the more veggies you eat, the more fruits you eat, the more water you drink. Drink your water. Drink your water, okay? Listen, I'm telling you, like, when you start eating differently, your body just acts differently. You feel differently. Things start to happen, and you start feeling feelings that you've never felt before, and that's good for you. Like, I want to see that for y'all, So, so I used to get tired of it eventually, and then I stopped completely. And funny enough, sometimes now, even with like I was telling you earlier, even with the fish and the seafood, I don't even eat seafood every day. Like, I'll eat it 3 times a week maybe, and maybe on the weekend. But again, I don't have a schedule for it. It's just how it happens, how my body responds. I'm listening to myself and my body. I'll eat it. I'll use chickpeas as a replacement, which is my favorite. You can make hummus. You can make so many things with chickpeas, and I'm gonna have a playlist for that. Things to do with chickpeas, like 100 things, because you can do so much. Snacks, main course, hors d'oeuvres, whatever the case may be. You just have to learn how to season your food. That's the number one thing when you're changing diet and you're not having that food that you used to. Your body's gonna crave certain things, and you have to be smart in knowing how to replace that. Sugars, frozen fruits, candy, frozen fruits, sugar, honey instead of syrup on your pancakes. Instead of using flour in your pancakes, you can use protein or use almond flour and stuff like that. But I'm going off on I can talk about that all day. Do your research, get to know food, get to know the food pyramid, talk to your doctor, speak to your provider, take it slowly, listen to your body, and get your vitamins. This is not an ad. This is just me. I really like them. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope you guys like what you see and come on for the ride. There'll be free cooking classes. I'll be posting videos every Tuesday and Friday. I'll be uploading, and feel free to check out my TikTok and Instagram. It's the same tag at Pescatarian Genius. So yeah, thank you so much for coming, and I hope you guys have a great day. And we're gonna figure this ending out. I want to say something smart, but we'll figure that out later. Bye.